She is an Iron Chef. She's a restaurant owner. She's a proud mom. She is the host of many shows on Food Network. And she's our good friend. Iron Chef Alex Guarnaschelli brings her beautiful, ready-to-go holiday cookie dough to QVC in this final order of the year. And if you want cookies that are unbelievable, then you want chocolate pecan bliss. How's that working out? Or you want to enjoy cranberry bliss. And all of that is beautiful as well. Don't miss out on these flavors or this cookie dough as we welcome in Iron Chef Alex Guarnaschelli. Chef, it's good to have you back, my friend.
Oh, good to see you, David. I am just sitting here surrounded by cookies like you.
Oh, my word. These cookies are amazing. We're going to get 6 pounds of these, shipping either 11.7 or 12.5. Choosing either chocolate chip bliss, cranberry bliss, or a combo. Final order of the year. Chef, talk to us about your cookies. Which one would you like to start with?
Well, David, I feel like it's that time of year. We hear the word cranberry and we're just halfway through our pumpkin spice latte and we just want that other beautiful tang. It's part of Thanksgiving. It's part of the DNA of fall to me. It's these chewy dried cranberries. They're chewy. They're almost like if fresh and dried cranberry, you know, they had a love child, it would be this chewy. It's just as much about the tang as that wonderful texture. And then the chocolate chunks inside, white chocolate, it's just tangy and then rich white chocolate. And then it just goes back and forth, you know, it just like a pinball in your mouth, back and forth, tangy, sweet. You know, if you're sitting at your counter, you heat up one. If you have friends over, you pretend you spent all morning, you know, baking these from scratch yourself. And I mean, David, you know, they come in the box. You put them in a 350 no, David, this early.
Oh, I might have to bust out the happy dance, Chef.
Oh my God, it's coming.
Oh my word, that cranberry white chocolate is amazing. Oh my gracious. That is so good. And you're right, so refreshing.
Yes.
Oh
David,
my word.
I've never gotten an oh my gracious from you.
Oh my gracious. That is amazing. I can't wait to try the chocolate chip bliss. That has the pecans in it, right?
Yeah, and you know, David, what I always say is pecans, you're being a patriot when you eat pecans, because 90% of the world's pecans are grown in America and harvested in November, which is why we eat them for Thanksgiving. So these crunchy southern pecans, these chocolate, just little chips meandering through. Now, you know, you can roll these into smaller bites. I kind of like to do, David, I quarter the cookies. And you can make a little pile of mini ones, or you look like you're headed right for the big one.
I want the big as your head cookies. Yeah, I want the big as your head cookies.
Okay.
Oh, Chef. And I think you would probably agree with me. Under baking these ever so slightly keeps them nice and soft and extra gooey.
Yeah, you can do that. I like to take them out a little early, David. It's 350, you know, from the box to your tray, and it takes about 12 to 14 minutes. I go more on the 12-minuter, like you say, and then I just kind of let them cool. And then, you know, I turn around and the tray is empty. That's what happens.
Chef, these are amazing. Let me tell you what's remaining, because these are going very quickly. All right. Now, if you want November 7th, chocolate chip bliss, I have 450. Cranberry bliss, 300, and combo, 1,200. Now, if you want December 5th, chocolate chip, 500 left there. Cranberry bliss, 230. Combo, 1,400. Now, Chef, what happens, and I don't know if this has ever happened with your daughter Ava, but have you ever had a child come to you the night before school and say, "Oh, Mom, did I tell you I have to bring 3 dozen cookies to school tomorrow?" And you're like, "What?"
Okay, David, I'm glad you brought it up, because as an Iron Chef, you know, I can't send my daughter Ava to school for the big sale with anything store-bought. So this is a really wonderful solution to that. Exactly. Because you can even sort of misshape these a little bit, you know? You take them out of the box and you just rumple the edge a little, like you hand form them, and you woke up at 4 a.m. to soften your butter and you churned it yourself in the yard. Go for it. That's exactly what you're buying here, right? Any stab at homemade for any occasion this season. That's what we're buying.
Well, and Chef, we've watched you on Alex versus America. I've watched you take very odd ingredients and turn it into something amazing. I love watching your show. So this is amazing. And you're going to find they come in boxes just like these. Cooking and baking instructions are on the box. You take out one or you take out several, depending on how hungry you are. But look at these beautiful cookies. Oh, Chef, they just look like something you would have made on one of your TV shows. And we don't have to ruffle them or have to worry about anything. They're going to look, taste, and be spectacular. Now, over how many ordered now? 900 are out the door. This is our final order of the year, and price will go up at end of day today. Now, if you want November 7th in the chocolate chip, $380 to go around. Cranberry Bliss, $275, and combo, only $1,000 now to go around. December 5th, chocolate, $480, Cranberry Bliss, $200, and combo, $1,200. There's no auto delivery on this item. Chef, how long can we expect these? I mean, if they'll last this long, but I mean, what's the shelf life in the freezer?
So, David, if you can believe it, the shelf life of these in the freezer is a year.
Wow.
So literally, you can just keep this box, and they're tightly wrapped in plastic, and in this good durable box, which I love, and they stack so nicely in there, right? It's like the modern day solution for a TV dinner. It just, you open the freezer and it just says hello. You can put them label facing outward with the baking instructions. By the time you read over this, you just heat up your oven and you go. So they keep for a year. And I mean, dare I say, I've had some in there a little longer. My friends actually wait for these to come back in stock and buy them. You know, friends of mine that have come over and sampled them, they just say, I actually bought the combo myself on QVC. So people that could have, you know, let's say I'm at home making a cookie, they come over and they say, where are those QVC cookies, Alex? Stop holding back.
Yeah, stop holding back with the cookies already. I have to believe that this is something that maybe you and your daughter Ava bond over. Glasses of milk, some cookies fresh from the oven. I mean,
absolutely.
When your mom's an Iron Chef, hello, you know. But I also understand Ava's quite a chef in her own right.
Ava really loves to cook herself a lot. And in fact, she'll make bread, you know, she'll make potatoes and a steak. So this is a way that I can join her collaboratively in the kitchen, is to bake these types of cookies. This is not something Ava would necessarily want to make herself. And when we eat these, you know, it just tastes like homemade. And in a house like mine, you know, it's the story of the ingredients, David, right?
Oh, yes.
In these cranberry cookies, those chewy cranberries, that hint of molasses and brown sugar. You know, you read the ingredient list, it's like, oh, butter, eggs, dried cranberries, molasses, sugar. It's like a homemade recipe, and there's nothing else in this box, which we obviously appreciate, but also just the taste of those tart cranberries and that rich white chocolate. Look at that break apart. I mean, it's like a carnival. One cookie is like a carnival ride. There's just not a boring bite in there.
And I don't ever want the carnival ride to end. Oh my gracious, unbelievable. That's the Cranberry Bliss, and then just let me break open one of these chocolates. And I love what you said about the pecans. Being from the South, and I know a lot of pecans are harvested in Georgia. I'm from North Carolina, but just so special and so perfect. And then the chocolate chips, the brown sugar, and then just the little bit of love mixed in to make these the perfect holiday cookie. Oh, my word.
I think my word by gracious. David, you know, I always find when I have something for Thanksgiving that has a little chocolate in it, you think, oh, we have pie. We don't have chocolate desserts at Thanksgiving. But if you put a tray of these chocolate pecan cookies, you have that bit of Thanksgiving from those crunchy southern pecans, but then the bite of chocolate is a welcome break from the 14 slices of apple or pumpkin pie. And then the cranberry has that same vibe, right? You've got that little bit of holiday, that little bit of Thanksgiving, but it's not a pie. You know, and it's, you know, these are so great, just rolled smaller. Think about how, I mean, one cookie can easily make 3 or 4 little ones instead. And just a tin of these, when people open them and you just say, oh, I've just freshly baked, you know, I haven't slept for a week. I've been just a bakery out of my house. And meanwhile, you have the last laugh, David, right?
Well, I think it's more like big hugs and huge thank yous and bouquets of flowers when someone receives these cookies, because they are unbelievably soft and chunky and delicious, and they're now half gone, Chef. So final quantities of the year, half gone. If you want November 7th in the chocolate chip, fewer than 300 in this cranberry bliss, 200 remaining, and in the combo, $6.50. And if you do it with the combo, you'll get 3 pounds of the chocolate bliss and 3 pounds of the cranberry bliss. December 5th, fewer than 400 chocolate chip, 125 cranberry bliss, and $7.50 in the combo. Now, while you're hearing larger numbers in the combo, understand we bought more combo because we knew folks would want to have both flavors. So that's why, and those are going very quickly and are most popular. So everyone is now gravitating to these. And as the holidays draw closer, Chef, if we could mark cookies off your to-do list during a busy Christmas and Hanukkah holiday season, would that be a good thing?
I mean, David, we're buying a box. It's 6 pounds of ready-to-go cookie dough. We are more than crossing this off our list. I'm telling you, a few store-bought pie crusts with a good filling and a box of these, and you are going to be binge-watching TV on your couch instead of working overtime in your kitchen. And that's a good thing. More time to enjoy family and friends and still
Absolutely.
Eat something that tastes like you made it all day, but we made it for you, right?
And that's what
it.
makes these incredible. Chef, they are amazing. 6 pounds of cookies in these boxes. You can choose all chocolate chip bliss, you can choose cranberry bliss, or you can choose a combo that will give you 3 pounds of each. Now, I can deliver these either November 7th or 12/5. There is no auto delivery. These are good in your freezer for up to a year if they last that long. They'll last about a matter of days. What I also love, Chef, is I can take one of these out or I can take 10 of them out. It depends on how hungry I am and what I'm doing and who I'm serving, right?
Absolutely. And I mean, I have friends who say to me, I pop one of these into my toaster oven. Just on a little piece of foil, you pop one in the toaster oven,
Right.
you look to your left, to your right, you make sure you're alone. Maybe you have a glass of wine, milk, and you have a little afternoon moment, right?
You know what? I love where your head is on this, Chef. I think it's fantastic. I think all of us agree with you as well. We might actually have a glass of wine on the table. We might have been channeling a little Alex Guarnaschelli on the table. So it's very possible. Chef
Yes,
Alex.
I didn't think that was strawberry milk. Yes.
No,
it does
ma'am.
look like
No,
wine.
ma'am. That's probably, if I had to guess, it's probably some O'Leary wine. Nice to have you back, Chef. As always, what a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. And please give your daughter our best as well. Let's check in with our Mary, who's going to remind you that we've got lots of brands that you can use 5 easy payments on.
That's right. We have a lot of big names here at QVC.